Hi everyone, you joined us today on the What's Going On show, and today we're here in Peckham with Dean and Judd of the co-founders of Peckham Soup Kitchen.
Doers, believers and dreamers.
Brother Fos met him early from secondary. We believe in making change.
We've always been part of our community, a part of our village, a part of our borough.
We have to feed people every week. We even opened on Christmas Day. We had a Carla here the other day, giving out food in the kitchen. The other day we had Buck here. Gigs come to Christmas Day.
What's it actually like running a soup kitchen?
We've met Peckham, the real Peckham.
We know that obviously as these bills and stuff keep rising and rising, we want to support one of their ultimatums that they're facing. Everything's statistics, ticking boxes and stuff like that. And I feel like here, it's not really about that.
So, yeah man, Fos and Judd, how are we? Welcome to the show, the What's Going On show.
Thank you, it's a pleasure. Thank you for having us on there.
Nice, it's an absolute pleasure
Thank you for having us here, and great show. Great to see what you're doing. Proud moment, my guy. Real talk.
And you know, like, this is like history, do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the first time I'm actually doing this with my brother George. I don't think we've ever done this together, do you know what I mean?
So definitely didn't tell me what was going on, because I would have avoided this. You know what I'm saying?
Avoided.
Alright, well, okay, so what we do on here is, I like to give, well, we could give an intro to you both, but what I like to do is give it over to you both to give your own intros. So, if I'm someone who's never met you, who is Fos and who is Judd? In a nutshell.
You wanna go first?
No, you can go.
Okay, Judd, the guy, look after these kids. What a lot of people don't know about me, I love Arsenal. I like, you know what I'm saying? To a point where I don't even like watching football. If I could be one of them guys that football means nothing to them on their weekend, I'll be so happy. But when your team's winning, you're so happy. But when your team's not winning, you're so down. That's the thing I don't like about supporting a team. That's something people don't understand is big. And my son's into it as well. All he does is send me messages on who Arsenal's buying, who's injured. They're taking over my life. Arsenal's too much. Do you know what I'm saying? But apart from that, community person, doing good work in the community, helping people. The soup kitchen, that's what I'm doing currently now in my life. But going back, I would say I've always been someone in the community, done good things, supported young people, supported ex-offenders, and now my brother Fos met him early from secondary. We clicked straight away. We're brothers now, but we linked up and just done so much good stuff in the community basically. And we believe in making change, like giving these youngsters opportunities, because there's so much things we missed out on when we were young because we didn't have the advice. But if we did have good advice, like, things could have been a lot different, making silly mistakes. But if someone had elders that said, yo, you know what, go and do that, invest it, things could have been a whole lot different. We didn't have that advice, and now what we can do now is just try and give the youngsters advice, like, yo, don't take that route, take this route. Just trying to make changes, support people where we can. That's our ethos basically, and a lot of people align with what we're doing. Yeah, that's it.
Class. Yeah, Fos, over to you.
Yeah, basically I can concur with Judd basically, and yeah man, I feel like I'm just a product of my environment, and yeah, our community and our village when we grew up. So basically I just feel like in a nutshell we're just like doers, believers and dreamers, do you know what I mean? And like on the real, like 99.9% of the time we just try to execute, do you know what I mean? So that's assassin in a nutshell, man, and we work hard.
Class.
Yeah, that's it.
Class. Well, welcome guys onto the show, and so yeah, what I'll do then is so take me back. where did you grow up then? So I'm guessing Peckham. Did you all grow up in Peckham?
So I grew up in Peckham, Queens Road, Peckham, and Judd grew up in Warford, SE17. So SE15 is SE17, but it's just like it's Southwark basically. Do you know what I mean? It's just like all one. I feel like when we was our younger days, I feel like it was just like a 171 or 12 bus apart. Do you know what I'm saying? And that was it basically. Do you know what I mean?
Straight. He grew up in Peckham. I grew up Wharf Road. Linked up in Camberwell. That's our school, Sacred Heart. So a lot of people from Peckham will go to that. Probably one of the only Catholic schools. Not only Catholic schools in the areas. There's another Catholic school in
it's mixed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Peckham. Stack St Thomas Apostle.
Yeah.
So that was the option I had. It was either that when I was growing up, I would go to St Thomas Apostle. All boys. Didn't think my mum would want to send man to all boys school or St Michael's. It was in Bermondsey. Back then, Bermondsey was a bit racist area, so that wasn't gonna happen. So it was just Sacred Heart mixed school, Catholic school, Camberwell. And that's where we all linked up, to be honest with you.
Crazy. And so what was it like in school then? What was the vibe like? Was it lads, or how was it then?
Like from my first experience, it was crazy because remember, you're coming from primary school. So when you're leaving primary school, it's like you want to go to the school that you want to go to, but you want everyone else to go to that school as well. So when I left primary school to go to secondary school, I feel like 5 people from my primary school must have gone to my secondary school, do you know what I mean? But as soon as you get there, you know exactly what they did to us, innit? They split us all up. You know what I'm saying? So obviously we're all in different classes, do you know what I mean? And then obviously it was just like, I don't know how it happened and that, but obviously Judd was in my class, and it's just like, it's just been brothers ever since, do you know what I mean? And I'm saying from that experience, it was like, obviously people will see Judd and I in pictures and that, and I'm very small and Judd's very tall, do you know what I mean? But in school it was actually the same height, the same shoe size, everything, do you know what I mean? And then before you knew it, like, Judd just left me and I was just like, Judd, what are you doing?
No, it was true. You know what was bad? That's why I think we were Fos clicked. We were the smallest in the class. That's something in common. Everyone was massive like, in school. And even like, when I told my kids now, I swear to them, I told them my kids like, I was your height and my daughter like year 8. I said to her, I was probably smaller than you when I was year 10. They can't believe it. I'm like, I swear down. So that's how me and Fos clicked. We're both the smallest in the year. We just started hanging around. Fos the cool guy, though. Kind of a lad. Everybody left with Fos still, do you know what I'm saying? But I was kind of cool because I had like brother people knew about a little bit. But I think where I was from, Wolfos, there was something about, man, we had swag around there from early, like people gravitate. They didn't know I wasn't from Peckham. But funny thing, I thought everyone around London had a family in Peckham. Do you know what I'm saying? Whenever my mum went on holiday to America or anything, we had to stay in Peckham. I hated it. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to stay in this area. I just want to go back to my area. But yeah, going back to the school days, I loved school, man. School was a vibe. As I said, me and Fos was both very short, but I believe till today I had gallstones. Have you heard of gallstones? Yeah, I have. Yeah. Well, I kept having some mad stomach ache, so I was really short until I say 17, maybe even 19. But once I took these gallstones out, it's like I just shot up. I just didn't stop growing. But apart from that, yeah, school, big vibe, man. I like school. So when I see kids that don't like going to school, I don't get it. Because I remember if I was ill and I had to stay at home, I could even tell you what programs were on. It was just such a dead day, bruv. I'll be thinking, what's going on? There's no phones these days. There's no phone number. So, you know, the next time you only got to communicate with your family, next time you got to communicate is when you see a man in school. There's no phone. Unless you have a you're not using your mum's landline them times because it's expensive. I probably had a landline where you have to put 10p in it. That's how old school it was. You don't even know about them ones there. Do you know what I'm saying? It was that real, man.
And it's so that you said that because I remember I was the same. I remember going to school every day, and we just used to catch joke like it was just sociable and stuff. Obviously, we'd be learning as well, but I'm saying just the social element of it. Do you know what I mean? And I remember there used to be a group of boys that always used to call it truant or like bunk of school and that. Do you know what I mean? And I used to think like, you lot are crazy, do you know what I mean? But it was so mad because I was enjoying going to school, but on the other side, how you could perceive it from them, it was like bunking school was sick, do you know what I mean? Like, this is the sickest thing. Hey, like, you need to get on this kind of thing, do you know what I mean? And I remember one day I did it with them, yeah? And honestly, on my life, it was the most boringest day of my life. And you know what it was, yeah? Like, we can't go to any of our houses because we're supposed to be at school, do you know what I mean? Like, you can't be on the roads because anyone's parents could be walking by or police or, do you understand what I'm saying? It? So you're just hiding. And I'm saying, bro, like, she's just dead, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you hear me? I just said, yeah, never again, like, do you know what I mean? Like, never ever again. I didn't understand it.
Yeah, no, I fully hear it. I fully hear it.
I went on all that. I think I was too shook on my mum to even take that risk. I remember I love school dinners as well. So the thought of missing a school dinner was a big deal for me. You know what I'm saying?
Good old school dinners.
I went missing school, man. Look, I went bunking for nobody.
Alright, so that was in school. Where did school then? So I'm guessing you didn't start Peckham Soup Kitchen straight out of school. So where did you lot? So did you lot spread apart and then come back together, or was it? How did it work then? Where was the next step for you both?
So it's mad, yeah, because like what we were saying, it's like we've always been like a part of our community, a part of our village, a part of our borough. Do you know what I mean? So it's like what Judd was saying. You grew up in Wilford, I grew up in Peckham, but it's like we're just in the mix of stuff. Do you know what I mean? And all we want to do is just like have fun and do our own hobbies. So for myself, football was my language, do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's community driven. You don't know it at the time, do you know what I mean? But it's like kids coming from our estate, do you know what I mean? And we're all playing football on the grass. But before you know it, because we have all this banter and joke and that and whatnot, we're playing my friend's estate from secondary school. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I'm like, bro, like, your estate ain't as sick as that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we start arranging these football matches, do you know what I mean? And it's like, from that, it's like, you don't even realise what you're doing, but at the same time, we just wanted to beat every estate out there. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you reckon you were good, like, we just wanted to beat. But I'm saying Judd's estate was different class when it comes to football. Like, these like, celebrity footballers, do you know what I mean? And it was mad, like, because I was always thinking, like, bro, how come you man are playing for Arsenal? So, like, I'm thinking, like, us man should be doing that as well, innit? Do you know what I mean? But I don't know. It's so crazy when you look at it because you don't know why it was so different. Why the man going Arsenal and that and whatnot, and us man are just playing for the state. Do you know what I mean? But the structure was just a load different. So I'm saying where Judd lived in the estate, they had an adventure on the estate. Do you understand what I'm saying? It. So it's like they're going to this adventure. There's staff there. They're taking them on trips. They're doing this. Do you get what I mean? Us lot was doing this stuff ourselves. Do you understand what I'm saying? And to the point where we was a little bit older, I think they might have made John Donne School like a little like after school club, like when we got older, if you get what I mean. But majority of the stuff we arranged ourselves. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's solid, so then,
it's like before you knew it, because we was doing this stuff ourselves, it's like you got play workers and stuff like that, you know, like after school clubs and stuff like that. And they're seeing what we're doing. So before you know it, they're like, no, you look, come and play football in the school. Come and play football in the school. Come. But obviously we didn't know, but we're kind of giving them numbers in their youth club, if you get what I mean.
Okay.
And then before you knew it, just because of our mannerisms and respect and stuff like that and whatnot, it's like we started working there. Do you know what I mean? It's like one of the people working there said, no, I'm going to drag you off the streets one day and bring you to come and work here. He was just laughing and that. And she actually grabbed me by my ear on the street and just dragged me in one day.
Oh, yeah.
Like real talk, do you know what I mean? And that's how we kind of got into youth work, because it was just us, if you get what I'm saying. It. So, yeah, that's how I got into it. But
same situation. Warfield, there's a guy called Peter Leandre, nice guy, man. But he looked after all of us, to be honest. I'm just thinking about Peter, had bare different characters growing up. But, yeah, he really schooled a lot of us, man. And that's how even I got involved in the whole youth and work with young people and that, because I started volunteering with him. Then he got me a job there, and then from then I've been that guy. It's like I wouldn't say like I was young, but a lot of these young guys looked at me as like a father figure. or like an older brother. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm always that guy. A lot of them will tell you I will try to give back or help whichever way I can, assist them. So yeah, that's how we got it. And then in between that, me and Fos was similar in his area, Peckham. Then he had boys from Woolley, that's what Waterford. Effie with Fos, having love for Fos, vice versa. Betters from Peckham, Effie with me, Jordan. You know what I'm saying? So it was all at once. So we just, before you knew it, we're just doing bare little activities, putting on like fun days in the community off our own back, bringing bouncy castles, having cookouts, food, drink, just, you know what I'm saying? Huh?
How long ago was this?
Oh, this is a while back,
This is
man.
time, because you know, it's so mad, because I have to go back to, because a lot of people don't know that my little sister and Judd's little brother was born in the same year. Do you know what I mean? So when my little sister was born, it's like, that was like,
A month apart.
yeah, but that was like me having a child. Do you know what I mean? So you know, like when we grew up back in the day, like when I went out to play on the estate, I wasn't allowed to play out without my little brother with me. That was, like, if I didn't take him, I had to stay. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, to the point now, my sister is born, but she's how many years younger than me? Do you know what I mean? So at this time, a lot of my mates was actually having kids. Do you know what I mean? So in my head, I'm like, bro, like, we just got to have a little fun day or something. We just got to get a little gathering, get like the barbecue jerk thing going, the jerk pan and that, bouncy castles, football tournaments and stuff like that, and just let everyone have fun together. Because one thing I like seeing is kids having fun and kids eating. Do you know what I mean? It does something to me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we like breaking bread, man.
Yeah, do you know what I'm
breaking bread, man. Everyone tell you quickly, breaking bread's like sharing food together as a family. That's important to us. And one thing I like about Fos will find me the maddest idea, but he'll do it. I'll be like, oh, Fos, here we go again, man. What's this guy gonna do that? When I'm bare times we do little things, I'm sitting back just thinking, like, you know, I'll zone out for like 4 minutes. You know, Fos is sick. He's the guy that I won't come with the idea. Fos will come with the idea, but we'll both execute together. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why I like, he doesn't see anything like, yeah, man could do this. Like, let's do this. So even a fun day, I know it was Fos like, yeah, let's do a fun day. Like, I was like, oh yeah, okay, cool. Do you know what I'm saying? Man, yeah, but it's always been like that. Like, we've had studios together,
Yeah.
supporting young people, affected. Yeah, we had the studios together, making music.
Whereabouts? Was it in, like...
Near Millwall.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like Old Kent Road, Bermondsey, in between kind of thing. It's in Lewisham Borough, funny enough, but the thing is, we was making music, but again, we'll give it back to the community. Then we had a studio there, kind of went quiet during COVID. Then when the lockdown started to ease down, we noticed a lot of people was affected by certain health issues. So we started just providing studio time for them. Things like that, for the young people. Basically.
That's class. I mean, so always community orientated. Just as a side note, what does family mean to you both then? Because obviously you're saying like family is everything kind of thing. But yeah, just want to give us a picture of that.
It means the most, and it's so mad, yeah, because I don't really speak on it. Because, like, as a child, my family was the most important thing. And I'm saying, like, I used to go to see the grannies on the weekend, you know, photo albums and stuff like that. Sit down. I used to watch WWF with Granny, and you know what I mean. And then I'm saying that then you come home and then you got your own family with your mum and that, my brother, my little sister, and I'm saying that when I grew up, remember I said I was playing football and stuff, and I felt like I was playing football, and then I used to conversate a lot with mum and dad. Do you know what I mean? Talking to them about my progress and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? And then I remember I stopped playing football. And then when I stopped playing football, I started seeing some stuff on the estate, on the block, that people were doing to like earn money and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? And it kind of intrigued me, because I was thinking, I didn't want no one else doing this on my estate except for us lot. Do you know what I mean? So I started to take that kind of business on and learn that kind of trade. But then when I look back at it, I felt like that whole movement and what I was doing separated me from my family, because I wanted to keep everybody safe. I don't want police knocking at my mum's door. Do you know what I mean? I didn't want anyone knocking my mum's door saying, "Oh, where's your son? We're after him," or "We want to." Do you know what I mean? So I kept everything distant, And I felt like from that moment on, me looking back at myself, it was like that behavior and what I actually did was a myth in my life, because there was no, how can I say, communication with my family. There was no communication with my, like, obviously I could go there every so often, how's everyone doing, like, give my brother money and stuff like that, do you know what I mean? But I'm saying I felt safer away from them, do you know what I mean? So then, like, now, and what we're doing, and then like after all that stuff, I opened the shop and all that kind of stuff, like just so we had a studio and all these different things. But when I left all that behind me, it was like I come back to my family. Do you know what I mean? I'm saying we've got a soup kitchen now. My mum and Judd's mum volunteers, like they cook food. Do you know what I mean? Week in, week out. Do you understand what I'm saying? But I'm saying these things have brought us together closer with my family. Do you know what I mean? So it was like, it's crazy. It's like a whole little circle or whirlwind. Do you know what I mean? So my family mean dearly to me, like loads to me. And you know, like sometimes within a week, how many times can you see your mum? How many times can you see your dad? So when I do see them, it's like I'm working with them now. I'm working around them. I deliver food in the estate where my dad lives. So I see my dad at least once a week. Do you know what I mean? My mum volunteers in the kitchen. Judd's mum volunteers in the kitchen every Friday. So I'll see them at least once a week. Do you know what I mean? So my lifestyle and what I'm doing evolves around my kids, my parents. Do you understand what I'm saying? Which is just like the best thing for me. I think it's the richest feeling ever, to be honest.
Oh, nice. That's strong, that, yeah.
Yeah, now family for me is everything. Man. Like, you know what I mean? My family, me and my family, we're proper close. Any issues I have, I'm on the phone like, yo, this is what's going on, and you need that. You need that, because I see a lot of people that may suffer because they ain't got anyone to talk to. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful. I'm on the phone probably 24/7 to my brother. Do you know what I mean? And even my sister. Family group. Do you know what I'm saying? It's funny, like my son said, Daddy, why am I not in a family group? Do you know what I'm saying? But I said, don't worry about it soon. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, nah, you know how it goes, man. For me, family is a beautiful thing, man. Like I'm happy, I'm close to my family. I do see some families where there's beef and all of that, but I don't like, if me and my brothers have a beef, I try to end it straight away. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't like it to continue too long, but I know how sometimes it can be tough, but man, yeah, about that, man. We're not arguing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We just move on. But I know that everyone's not blessed with that, and it's a strong thing to do. But even like I see Fos as a brother, he probably knows more things than my family even know. Do you know what I'm saying? So you know how it goes. Yeah, man. Family's important to me, man. And that's the thing about us, we're like a family. Like, you come to this kitchen, people feel the love of this kitchen. So when we have volunteers, I like our volunteers to be like us, because they may not see us, but they may have witness a volunteer that's nothing like us and think, whoa, they're a bit weird. Do you know what I'm saying? Kind of, you know, like how it is. You know what I mean? So we want our volunteers really reflect how we are as people, because we're about giving, open arms, community. Do you know what I mean? So that's something you have to balance. And you know, what I noticed, there's one place that I worked called Southwark Works. There's this woman, Jane. I used to see the way she used to move. She used to celebrate birthdays together, very family orientated. I thought every workplace I'm gonna go is gonna be like that. The next place, birthday, I didn't even get a happy birthday at this workplace. You know what I'm saying? So it's just funny, like, but that's what I loved about this lady's model, Jane. Clean, proper, brings the workplace like a family together. Yeah, man, it's important.
That's solid. So, I mean, that's solid, honestly, guys. So with the soup kitchen, then, how did it all begin? So obviously you're about community, you're about everything. When was the first time you lot thought, you know what, let's go and start a soup kitchen?
Basically, you know, Judd and I, like everyone says, we got like a billion organisations. So basically, when we had the studio, we actually had like a little production team. Do you know what I mean? So basically, we got a phone call from one of our other brothers, Clark, and he said that, yeah, Brixton Soup Kitchen, they want us to film them like a documentary, have an interview, kind of like what you're So then I was like, yeah, cool, man, I'm on it, do you know what I mean? So then before you knew it, went up there to speak to them. And then when we were speaking, like, you know, like getting the breakdown of what we're actually going to do, what you want to do next and whatnot, do you know what I mean? So obviously they spoke about what they want to do next. So it's basically Brixton Soup Kitchen, you know, they've been running like 10 years and like very successful, do you know what I mean? So basically, in my eyes, they've conquered Lambeth, do you know what I mean? And their next plan was to conquer Southwark. So when I heard that, I was like, hey, like, this is us. Like, if you're going to conquer Southwark, you got to be shouting us, innit? This is our borough, this is where we grew up, and we're passionate about this, do you know what I mean? So obviously, it's not like you can't do anything here, but like, we want to be doing it with you kind of thing, do you know what I mean? And then from that moment on, we said, yeah, we're going to get down with you. And I feel like we just hit the ground running. I don't think they expected us to be on it like we were, if you get what I mean. And that was the first initiative of actually Peckham Soup Kitchen. To be honest.
Wow. And what year was that? Was that after COVID time, or
after?
Was that during or after COVID, or?
Yeah, that was after COVID, because you know why? COVID times, that's when we had our studio. And you know what it was? The one thing that I could remember about us starting this was I feel like everything rose, wasn't it? It was right at that timing. That's why it was crazy. Yeah. It was just like, as soon as you said it was going to do it, I think the next day they were saying energy bills, everything's rising. Do you know what I mean? And I remember us looking at each other like, bro, like, we have to do this now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you know the funny thing about having a soup kitchen, as I said, we've always done stuff in the community. Having this base now, this allows us to do whatever we want, other stuff in the community. We get to meet young people, their parents, families, and we do little projects when we got the right funding through the kitchen. So it just makes sense. It's a win-win.
Ah, class. I mean,
and what I like about the kitchen is because we have to feed people every week. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's something happening every week. We even opened on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
You've been there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm talking about. So in between that, there's other projects going. Okay, half term, what we doing for the young people? Okay, summer holidays, what we doing? Fitness programs for the young people, keeping them active. We've got a program called Be Active, where we had Was London supporting us. And I say we're fortunate to have so much people around us that can come and help. And then the young people in Peckham can see like, wow, we had a Carla here the other day, giving that food in the kitchen, right there. The other day we had Buck here, giving that food. The young people here don't even know Buck was Buck anymore. They know him as Junior from Top Boy. So they're walking past like, oh right. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we've got like we've had gigs come to Christmas Day to give out. Do you understand? So it's just good that them guys that's done good from this area and coming to give back is really important. And that's why we have to be in the community and assisting these young people when we can.
There's so much different people out there that don't even want their name mentioned. Do you understand what I'm saying?
True.
But they're donating, they're doing stuff on their side for us. Do you know what I mean? They're making links, like Judd says, assists and all that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? So we're just overwhelmed and glad, like that. I don't know, to just have like what's it like, good credit in the hood.
Touching on what Fos said when I should do youth work and play work in the community, because I've been around all Southwark. I used to drive like a bus, set up bouncy castles, games for young people in nearly every part of Southwark. Bermondsey, Borough, Peckham, Camberwell, everywhere. Do you know what I mean? So I meet a lot of young people. There was one young boy that I used to look after in Bermondsey. But you know when you're young, you're just doing your work, innit? But my work, I always reasoned, because I knew what life was about. I was going through a lot, had brothers or whatever, friends. So I always advised these young guys, man, just focus on what you got to do. Just talking to them normally. But you don't know you're mentoring them. Do you know what I'm saying? This guy came back to me like, yo, Judd, you don't even know what you done to me. I remember I used to come after school, you used to rap with me, told me about going college and then uni. Like, you proper mentored me. Do you know what I'm saying? and now I'm at this company. Like, I want us to make a donation of X amount. Thank you. Anything support you lot need, any help, just let us know, we're there. So when you hear stories that like a full circle, you just know, yeah, man, that's blessed, man. The more people you can help like that, it's a blessing, man. Do you know what I'm saying?
So that's honestly, hats off. I mean, with the soup kitchen itself, then what's it actually like running a soup kitchen?
It's you know, like you know, I like speaking in analogies. So basically, you know, like how can I say it? I'm a male and a female kind of conceiving or giving birth. Like I will never know the feelings or the pain she's actually in. I will never experience that, do you know what I mean? And I'm saying, you know, like when you got the soup kitchen and you got real, like, genuine people that appreciate what you're actually doing, and like how can I say, like, look forward to seeing you week in, week out. Do you understand what I'm saying? Oh my God, like, this is the highlight of the week, and you know, they proper appreciate. And that, I'm saying, the feeling is just so overwhelming. I can't even put it into words. Do you know what I mean? Like, the families that we've helped out, the testimonies that we've done, and like, it's just, it's like, honestly, like, I don't know. I can't really speak on it. It's just, the feeling is just, it's next to none, like, basically.
It's a feeling of a blessing as well. You feel blessed. It's a blessing. And you know what I like about this kitchen? Just the people we get to meet. Some of these volunteers that we meet, you know, like this new generation, man, it's just so nice. I'll be organising meetings with them, and then I'll be like, oh, where are you? I had a meeting today, she's in Germany. I'm like, what the hell? Do you know what I'm saying? But before that, the other one, we had a meeting today, she was in the other day, she was in Sweden. And another of our volunteers that helps us just messaged me, I'm in the US. But before that, she was in Rome. Do you know what I mean? So you get to meet different people from different walks of life, basically. How can I say it? One of our volunteers said, yeah, I'm going hiking. But the other volunteer said she just was doing hiking in Rome. I'm thinking like, what? I don't know anyone from the ends that's been doing hiking. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just, you get to meet so much different variety of people that want to help and volunteer, meet organizations that align with what you align with and want to help. And it's really a blessing that there's a lot of people out here trying to make change and trying to see what we're trying to do. And people come here, oh, you know what? I've got my food and hygiene certificate. Couldn't I come and help you lot cook? I can commit to this time, blah, blah, blah. There's just so much people that want to help.
I mean, even since we've been here, we saw about, what, 3 or 4 people come to the door?
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah, it must happen all the time, right?
You know what's so mad?
Yeah, honestly.
I know, like, we're not the only people out there doing it, and it's like, we kind of learned from Peckham Soup Kitchen. But I'm saying, you know, not long ago, we won an award with Peckham Soup Kitchen, basically, for, what's it, newest grassroots, like, kind of organisation, like, charitable organisation kind of thing. But I'm saying, we was in this building, and it was like, I think it was Fairfield's Croydon. I haven't been there since I was a kid, do you know what I mean? And I remember going in there, obviously the building's changed a lot, it's updated, they've renovated, it looks crazy, do you know what I mean? But I'm saying, we was in this room, and honest to God, I was blown away by all the people in the room that was just like man and believe in the same beliefs as us, do you know what I mean? And I was just like, took a moment, I was like, bro, everyone in the room, we're all on the same mission, do you know what I mean? And I'm thinking, outside there, I didn't know there was this many of us, do you know what I mean? And I'm just thinking it was just so great for all of us to just be in this one room and, how can I say, be proud of our achievements, our accolades, like what we're actually doing together, and congratulating each other, because I feel like that's what's kind of missing in the world today, do you know what I mean? But just being in that room and just knowing that there's like thousands of other organisations like us all on the same path, it's it makes me just have this continuous smile, basically, do you know what I mean? And I just know that like we're gonna get there, man, all together soon, do you know what I mean?
I believe it. I believe it. I mean, okay, so I remember joining I remember volunteering at the soup kitchen last Christmas, 2 Christmases ago, and obviously you've come to this place, which is on like the main road. Like, that's crazy. Like,
and again, that's what I'm saying. Why we got this place? There's a girl that we met in a meeting, randomly clicks with me and Fos, and just saw what we was doing and wanted to help us as much as she could. Her name's Mari. She works for Berkeley Homes, but she was proper trying to bring us in and just try to make things easy for us. So she told, you know what, we've got vacant space sitting there not doing nothing, why don't you lot deliver your soup kitchen from here, basically. And just that move alone has brought us so much different people, walked through different opportunities, met so much different people. We've met Peckham, the real Peckham being here. Where we was before was a bit hidden, and people may not, they may not have any reason to be down there. Yeah. Do you understand? If you're from Peckham, you've got a reason to be here. If you want to come buy your plantain, you go there. You want to buy your yam, you go there. You understand? You want to come buy sugar, pound shops there, card factory, now. Yeah, you need to be here if you're from the norm. This is your local, the Morrison's is there. So people see this place all the time, even when it's closed. So they want to know about it. So they'll just go online. Do you understand? So just being here where people can see is a good thing.
Massive. I mean, so we're here now. I mean, what's the next step for the kitchen then together? Like, where do you see it?
People always say the next step. I just believe we just need to keep on delivering.
Yeah, I believe
supporting where we can. Hopefully things get better where the kitchen's not needed. Then we can just be focused on maybe making more change. But in this day and age in London, or should we really need a kitchen to help with the cost of living? Do you understand? It's so hard for people that come in saving on a meal twice a week is really of a big benefit to them. Do you understand? So there was something I wanted to add to that, but I've missed it. I wanted to jump on where we see ourselves. Just keep on growing and being able to make change, basically.
No, I respect that. I mean, you said there that like you've helped people obviously eat, and if they're not able to eat in that, could you give us like an example of some people who like have stuck with you and who you remember?
Sorry, just added to that. Your first question just came back to me. What we would love, because me and Fos also do information, advice and guidance, where we want people to come here and long term not need to come here anymore, so we can support them in getting employment and whatnot. But obviously some people health wise cannot do that and need this support from us. But long term, we would like people to not need to come. However, saying that, going back to your subjects about family, again, social isolation is a big issue in our community. So people may not even need food, but because it's such a nice vibe here, family orientated, people just come here to pass through, and if the food's nice, I'll get food anyway.
So they're socialising, isn't
it? So not like back in the day, people go to a pub, go and have a drink. Let me go see them, and they're in the kitchen. So it's that aspect as well, what the kitchen is. So you may be right. The family thing is very important to us. People probably don't even come here to eat, just want to come and catch a vibe. Kitchen's open, let's link them.
Yeah. So basically, you know, like, because you know where we've come from. And like what Judd was talking about was that we was on meeting the House Lane before, and that's like the side road of Peckham Police Station. So the footfall was much smaller than the footfall that we have now. And basically, this shop, like I was saying before, the size of this shop and what we actually do in this shop is just like a takeaway service. Do you understand what I'm saying? But before, it was law. Coming in, sit down, tables, chairs, tea, coffee, socialise, knitting group in the back. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Like, just regulars, like what Judd was saying. People are coming to eat, but more so socialise. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because it's social isolation at this moment in time. So basically, moving here and doing what we do is like, it's like a takeaway service. Do you know what I mean? So the social aspect is still here, standing up and stuff like that, but actually sitting down and stuff is not here no more. So basically next month, no, at the end of this month, it's like we're going to be moving inside the Alsham Centre.
Okay.
And the shop's way bigger. Do you know what I mean? So we're going to be bringing tables and chairs back. Do you understand what I'm saying? That social ability back, knitting group back and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? And basically, what we've actually done here is actually a business model. Do you know what I mean? And this business model is actually being targeted on Peckham. Do you know what I mean? So what I feel like we'd like to do in the future, and Judd's also right, we also want to help people help themselves. Do you know what I mean? It's not like you're coming here and it's like a lazy thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? It? It's like you come here and your energy's up. Do you understand what I'm saying? You want to make yourself a tea. Do you understand what I'm saying? It? You want to come and get a meal. You want to go look through the road. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's about helping yourself to help you. Do you know what I mean? Basically. So eventually we want people to be on their own accord and maneuver and do things themselves. But we know that obviously as these bills and stuff keep rising and rising, we want to support one of their ultimatums that they're facing. Do you understand what I'm saying? It? Whether it's like gas or electric, or do I go shopping and get groceries? Do you understand what I'm saying? Let us be your groceries. You don't go and do gas and electric. Do you understand what I'm saying? It? We try to tick one of those boxes. So I'm saying with the model that we've got, we'd like to spread this around the whole of Southwark. Do you understand what I'm saying? And before you know it, we're spreading it around outside of Southwark, outside of Lambeth. Do you know what I mean? Like into Lewisham. Do you know what I mean? Into Bromley. And I'm saying because of the simple fact of what we're actually doing, we've proven that there's actually a need. There's a need for football camps. There's a need for gym camps. There's a need for mental health groups. There's a need for ADHD groups, autism groups. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's a need for all these different things that society doesn't, see, basically. Do you know what I mean? Everything's statistics, ticking boxes and stuff like that. And I feel like here, it's not really about that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, for paperwork and funding and stuff like that, we get it. But when you walk through that door, you're not coming in for us to just quickly kick you out. Do you understand what I'm saying? Chill for a bit. Relax, man. Put your feet up. Talk to us about your day. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let us know what you want us to get for next week or something. Do you know what I mean? That you're not able to get. Do you know what I mean? Like Judd said, advice and guidance. Do you know what I mean? You need a spot for your abode. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you can get a passport, or like all these different little how can I say obstacles or things you have to climb over and stuff like that. That people just need that little bit of help, and then before you know it, next year they're a manager in Nando's. Do you understand what I'm saying, innit? And I'm saying, like, we're not giving our people enough support, basically. Do you know what I mean? And I'm saying, not like, just like government-wise, but I'm saying, like, we could do this. Like, I'm saying I grew up where I spoke to my neighbours. You could get sugar from your neighbours. The old woman down the block, we used to go shop for her and that. Do you know what I mean? And I'm saying, you go shop for that old woman and you're sitting down with them and you're having a conversation and you're kicking so much knowledge. Do you understand what I'm saying there? Like, you know stuff, like, from their experience. Do you know what I mean? And I'm saying, all this stuff's lost. Yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying there? So it's like, Judd and I are kicking it with the young youths, giving them knowledge and that and whatnot. Do you know what I mean? And it sounds like, but it's amazing, it's exciting. And this is the stuff that needs to be happening more, basically. So yeah, if we can have this model that we've got in Peckham, and start spreading it around London and then outside of the UK, then yeah, that'll be great for me.
That'd be amazing.
Trust me, if you come here on a Friday evening, it's so nice and refreshing. You get so much young people coming to volunteer, but they're all building up relationships with each other.
That's
good. Them talking about what uni you go in or football. Do you know what I'm saying? Which is so refreshing. And them relationships would have been built if not for the soup kitchen. And that's one thing I like. Parents will come, you know what, I want my son to volunteer. I just want to understand the importance of giving back and helping. We're like, yeah, come on, come ahead, come and support, show them the ropes. So that alone in itself is amazing. I can think of so many different relationships with young people that's been built, which is just powerful, man. And it just reminds you there's so much good, positive young people doing good from our doorstep, from our area, basically, from our community.
That's class. I mean, so what days are we on now? So what days does it run?
Mainly Fridays.
Fridays,
The
yeah.
Soup Kitchen Friday.
Okay.
Fos and the team do outreach on a Wednesday, door to door on the estate. But in between that, there's always behind the scenes where you're trying to do things and planning ahead and whatnot. But yeah, the kitchen is on a Friday. But there is things that's gonna be happening in the summer football camps, fitness programs.
So how do you actually get people on those fitness programs and football camps and stuff? Like, is it like you just reach out, or you put flyers out, or
we send it to our network? Hey, this trip's going on. To be honest, because we've even got so much people, sometimes the spaces ain't even that. Like, we're doing a project with the Tate Britain.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so there's only 12 spaces on that program for the young people to learn about AI. But saying that, we've had nearly 20 people register, and we haven't promoted that at all. We just sent it to a few people that young people have supported or who's attended with us before. So if we do send our things out, we'll probably be overwhelmed. But there's some things that we are going to have to start sending out, like our football camp, because we don't want there's families that we want to include. We don't want them to miss out, basically. But yeah, that's how we do it. We just send it through our networks. We may send to a couple schools, maybe a couple youth clubs. Our network's quite big. People know the Soup Kitchen. Might put it on Instagram. Before you know it, it's been on our website. People are registering. Yeah.
And it's so funny that you'd actually say that, because remember, it's social isolation. So these kids are not allowed to play outside. And I understand it, but you know, like when it comes to like stabbings, shootings and stuff like that or whatnot, so who's watching over the kids or looking up, do you know what I mean? So the best base for them is to be at home, because the parents are doing like 16-hour shifts to keep the roof over their heads and stuff like that, do you know what I mean? So it's like these kids are actually trapped inside, and then when they actually do come out, it's like that boy in the corner mentality. So because of how we grew up in the community, in the village, and like I was saying with football, and we was all there on the estate, do you understand what I'm saying? I feel like kids of today are missing out on this, do you know what I mean? So as soon as we find something to fill a hole or fill a gap for these kids and that and whatnot, Judd and I are on it, do you know what I mean? So it's just like a lot of people, how do you get these numbers? How do you, really? Like, these kids are inside. Do you understand what I'm saying, innit? But really and truly, they should be out here having fun, living their best life, do you know what I mean? But we're all living in fear. Do you understand what I'm saying, innit? And I'm not saying it's not right or it's wrong, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, this is what's actually happening. And unless someone puts on these little camps and stuff like that, parents ain't safe to say kids go. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we have to fill that void or fill that hole, basically, do you know what I mean? And there's billions of kids out there. And the reason being is that there's billions of schools. You see all these kids going to school in the morning or after school. So then afterwards, where do they go? Do you know what I mean? They're all in the house. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's true.
And this is why we got so much kids signing up and that. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Nah, that's great. And they must be forming friendships and they're going for that. It's lovely, isn't it? But yeah, guys, honestly, that's amazing, like what you lot are doing. I mean, yeah, how can we find you? How can we get in touch? How can we...
www.peckhamsoupkitchen.co.uk. I'm sure that's the website. But just type us up on the internet, Google search us, Peckham Soup Kitchen. You'll find us. Instagram, again, at Peckham Soup Kitchen. Twitter or X, Peckham Soup Kitchen. Facebook.
Cool. And is there a number to call, or is it just like go on there, get referred through?
Referral form on the website. Send us an email. The website's being updated as we speak, so you can just probably go on the calendar, see what's going on in August, see what's going on. Do you understand?
Class.
Yeah.
All right, then, guys. Well, thank you. And
Thank you.
yeah, no, let's crack on with part 2.
Yeah, amazing.
Thanks for having us.
That's been great. Thank you.
All manager. And the dugout.
What type of people should be allowed in the soup kitchen?
I think it should be people that are suffering from the cost of living, but more so those probably that are, because everyone's suffering, right? But it should be those. That's a hard one. Because it shouldn't be those that are financially okay. Yeah, that's my to put it bluntly. I don't think it should be for people that are financially okay, but that's a funny one, isn't it? Because people can be earning a big salary, but because of their taxes, their outgoings, what do you do? So you could say everyone, but I think there should be priority given to those that are in need.
Do you think soup kitchens are needed in this time of that we're currently living in?
Yes.
And why so?
Because everything's so expensive.
Should there be more, or should people, we
shouldn't have to have them, but obviously, yeah, it seems like we do, which is really sad.
Nous en France, il faut s'inscrire pour avoir comme la Croix-Rouge, la soupe.
So do you think that people from, well-paid jobs and well backgrounds should be allowed in there as well, or do you think it should just be a certain time?
But the people that have a lot of money, they don't know how they got the money, and they don't know what to do with the money, and they don't know that we're all God's children, so we're all supposed to be nice to each other.
People with differing incomes should be allowed in there, like from high incomes to low incomes, or should they discriminate?
My first instinct would be to say not people with a high income.
In that, do you think people on benefits? And it's, if you're, I'm on universal credit, but I get help from my dad and everything. But it's some families, they just haven't fucking got it. Do you get what I mean? They just haven't got it. So, I do agree with, but in the right way. If it's like because you're just being like gluttony and you want more and more, like no, I don't agree with that, because there is people out here what are homeless and what need it.
All right.
Let's talk.
Yeah, let's talk. So basically, what are your thoughts on what we just saw there? Any open thoughts?
You know what it is? I agree with a lot of what they were saying, to be honest with you. But the fact that sometimes people think because you're making this amount of money, it's still hard. It's still hard. After you pay rent, what have you got left?
Yeah.
So that's why the thing of our soup kitchen, we don't discriminate to anyone. If you feel you need to come here to come and get food, please join us.
Okay.
And it's just, like about the experience and the people around that, like, we've witnessed certain things, do you know what I mean? So I'm saying, like, like what the lady said, I think the last lady about gluttony and all that kind of stuff, do you know what I mean? I don't agree with that. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. And I think she made a very important point, because I'm saying, like, we could all be in different positions, do you understand what I'm saying? We're all doing well, we can afford for our families to eat, clothes and that and whatnot, and then tomorrow, like, it wasn't as good as last week. Do you understand what I'm saying? So then I'm saying, like, it doesn't matter what position you're in, but you're still faced with that ultimatum, like I keep saying it. So our boundaries are like that, because the ultimatums that people are being faced with today is just like, so imagine if you lived in a massive house and you got kids and that, you had a bit of money, and then tomorrow something happened and that. But I'm saying, the bigger salaries, the bigger the bills that you get, basically, do you know what I mean? So I'm saying, if something went wrong tomorrow, they shouldn't come because they've got a bigger house. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? Nobody knows nobody's predicament, do you know what I mean? And we do outreach on the estate every Wednesday. We deliver hot meals and groceries and stuff like that. So I actually have conversations with these people and see them behind their front door. And I'm saying, when you see this stuff, it's totally different. Totally different. Do you understand what I'm saying, innit? And I'm saying a lot of people come outside to cleanse their mind. Do you understand what I'm saying, innit? Put a load of bad stuff behind them. Alcoholics Anonymous. Do you know what I mean? Mental health groups and stuff like that and whatnot. But then a lot of people are going home to a state their house is actually a mess. That is actually crazy. Do you understand what I'm saying? But none of these people see this stuff behind closed doors. The outside could look pretty, do you know what I mean? But inside, majority of the time is usually not cool. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
So to be picking and say you can't have this and you can't have that, no. But honestly, for me, it's like the glutton, the greed and that is not in this place. Do you understand what I'm saying? It? And I'm saying Judd and I are doing the utmost so that everybody who needs it gets it. Do you understand what I'm saying? It? So when people come in and they're taking like 20 tops and bottoms and that from the second-hand club, I'm like, bro, like, what are you actually doing? You know there's other people behind you. Do you understand what I'm saying? It? So it's just stuff like that. We need to come together and actually share. And one person said on that thing as well that we're all God's children. It's real. Do you understand what I'm saying? It? Like, there's no difference. When you're talking about we're all God's children, we're all practically the same. Do you understand what I'm saying? It? So how can you say yes to one person and no to somebody else? Do you know what I mean? When we're all going through the same thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? Whether it's in Peckham or bloody, I don't know, King's Road. Do you understand what I'm saying? Innit? Do you know what I mean? It's all the same struggle. And it's sad that we actually, I don't know, how can I say the proper word, but we actually picking and choosing and describing people by their covers. And I'm saying when we grew up, that was the one phrase that I learned. Never judge a book by its cover, do you know what I mean? And I'm saying, like, I don't even hear that anymore from these kids. Do you know what I mean? That phrase was stuck for me from bloody, I don't know, 3, 4. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, and it's still stuck with me until I bloody go, mate. But, yeah. Sorry, Judd.
No, I'm good, man. So one of our volunteers walking by. Obviously the question, I hear the question, but as you already know, we're very different to just the question. The soup kitchen, you know, us is more community, isolation, coming to catch a vibe here. Do you know what I mean? Very open, get what information you need basically. But I hear the question though. We don't like, as I said already, we don't like to turn away. A lot of people being affected by the cost of living crisis. So if we can support when we can, yeah, we will. That's it.
Well, yeah, guys, that wraps up part 2. But yeah, thank you for sharing your thoughts.
Yes, you're welcome.
And thanks for coming. Thanks for being on the show. And yeah, no, honestly, I look forward to seeing what you guys get up to next.
No, thanks. Oh, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Just got to big you up. And behind the scenes, Izzy, we love you.
I'm sorry, Izzy, thank you.
Amazing.
Yeah, no, guys, that wraps up.
Yeah, no, nice. Sweet, man.
No, it's been love. It's been love, yeah.